All right, 2020 math paper 1, which is 2 hours. So question 1, which is 2a plus b minus a. This, just imagine that there's an invisible one, since there's no way a positive can just be standing on its own, meaning there's a number here. Just imagine it as an invisible one. So this is going to be 1, positive 1 plus b, which is going to be b. Different signs you obviously subtract, so this is going to be a minus 2b. So it's going to be 2a minus a plus b minus 2b. This should give you a minus b. And that's how you do the first one. For the second one reads evaluate 64 over 125 then minus 1 over 3. So how you're going to do this one is 1 over 64 over 125 cube root of that 3 power 1. This should be 1 over what's the cube root of 64? That's going to be the cube root of 64 is that 6? No. Okay, so the cube root of 64, that's going to be 4. Then for 125, that's going to be 5, right? Yes, 5. And then from there, 1. And from there, you can do all this is representing 1 over 1 divided by 4 over 5. Then this will be 1 over 1 multiplied by 5 over 4. This will be 5 over 4 as your final answer. We head on to our next question. Question 3. It says, given that the lines 3y is equals to x plus 6 and y is equals to this are perpendicular, find the value of k. So we've got 3y is equals to x plus 6 and then y is equals to kx plus 12. So we're going to use this formula, y is equals to mx plus c. And then what's going to be applied here is we're being told that given that the lines this 3y is equals to x plus 6 and y is equals to kx plus 12, and then they're being told that these are perpendicular, so meaning like they're making a 90-degree angle where they're meeting. Find the value of k. They want me to find the value of k. So how this is actually going to be done is I first have to look onto the first one I've been given, this first equation I've been given, which is 3y is equals to x plus 6. I'm going to do over 3 over 3 over 3 both sides. Then I'll say y is equals to x over 3 plus this can go into, which will be just 2. And meaning this part here, I can now say that going with my first equation that I've written, this one, now it's actually balanced. It's the equation now I've left. I wanted to leave y alone. That was the whole main purpose. So meaning leaving y alone, meaning the m is representing the gradient. So this is the gradient right here. So this is going to be 1 m. My gradient is going to be equals to 1 over 3. And the thing that's supposed to be applied here is this. They've said perpendicular. So I don't know if you've been taught this formula which says gradient 1 times gradient 2 is equals to negative 1. So we have our first gradient 1 over 3 times it's going to be negative 1. So this is going to be 1 over 3 m2 so to negative 1 over 1 over 3 over 1 over 3. Our m2 is going to be equals to, this is 1 divided by 1 over 3. This is the same as negative 1 times 3 1, which should give us m2 is equals to, this will be negative 3 over 1. So negative 3 over 1. That should be our final answer. So yeah, So the value of k is equals to negative 3 over 1. That's the value of k. Then we head on to the next one, question 4, which says factorize completely 6x minus 4ay minus 3bx plus 2by. So the way how this one is actually going to be done is like this. So you just put this in brackets and this part in brackets. You select what's common here, which is 2a, open brackets. You look for a number that when you multiply them, you get back your 6, which is 3. So this is going to be 3x, so that when I multiply 3 times 2, I get back the 6. Then a minus just nothing, give me back the a, and then x. And minus, here I just need to put 2y. Then this side, we look for a number that's common, which is just 1. Yeah, indeed, negative 1. Let's go for negative b, open brackets. It should be 3x. Then we put positive, no, negative, right? Yes, we put negative 2y. And you notice that what you're supposed to have in the bracket should be the same. So you have 2a minus b, and then you have 3x minus 2y. And just like that, you factorized. Then we head on to vectors, question 5, which reads, given that a is the point negative 2, 1, and b is the point 1, 5, then it wants me to find a b. So what's actually happening here? They want me to find the magnitude, and the formula for magnitude goes something like this. This is x2 minus, no, it's supposed to be x1, sorry about that. No, x2, x1, then you put them in brackets to the power 2, plus y2 minus y1 to the power 2. And then you have ab is going to be equals to this, the first one in the brackets, this is going to be x1, y1, x2, y2. So this is going to be 1 minus negative 2. You close in brackets like that, and plus y2 is 5 minus y1 is 1 into the power 2. Then you say AB is going to be equals to 1 plus 2 to the power 2 plus this is going to be 4 to the power 2. Then from there you will have AB again. This is going to be 3 to the power 2 plus 4 to the power 2. And AB, I'm just trying to take it step by step so that those who are either slow learners can actually get something from this. And this is as 3 times 3, which is 9, then 16 there. And square root that. And AB, because this should probably be 25, right? Yes, this is 25. So the square root of 25, obviously 5. And just like that, boom, you have your answer for question 5. We are doing question 6. Question 6 says use set notation to describe the shaded region in the diagram. So they actually says a trick you can actually use to get to this one. You simply just put numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is P, this is Q, this is R. Okay. So from what I'm seeing here is that am I going to do this one? We're going to have P is 1, 2, 3. Sorry, not the 3. 4, 5. 1, 2, 4, 5. Yes. Then Q is 2, 3, 5, 6. Then R is 4, 5, 6, 7. And now what's happening is that the one that's common is this part here. So meaning this is going to be Q intersection R. What's common between Q and R? So I go here Q and R. The numbers that are common, we've got 2, but we don't have 2 here. We've got 3, but we don't have 3, 5, 5, yes, and 6, yes. So there are actually 3 sides here, so I just can't actually say this, but this should be the answer, yes. But how this is actually going to work out is we need to also include P, because these are actually 3 sets. We've derived our answer, but this will be included, yes. So we could say P complement. What does P complement mean? Everything that's not in P. So everything that's not in P we remove. 3, 6, 7. This is P complement. But this is not going to work out. Nope, sorry about that. I guess my final answer should be just P intersection Q intersection R. This should be the final answer, I guess, because if we had to check, we've got 5 there, but 6 we do not have. Okay, I'll try to look up on this one, but I feel like there's an error with this question. No, sorry. I thought like the part that was being shaded was everything. I guess it's only 6, which actually adds up now. So P complement was this, yes. So my final answer should have been Q intersection R, comma, intersection P complement. This should be the answer. Yes, without a doubt, this should be the answer. Let me head on to question 7. Question 7 wants C transpose, which is going to be 7, 6, -1, 0. And this is C complement. Then B wants me to find the value of X for which AB is equals to C. So meaning what's actually going to be happening is this here. You've got 2, you've got 1, 3, and 0. And on the other part, you've got -1, 0, X, and 2. So you're first going to multiply its row by column. So you're going to say 2 times -1, which is -2, plus this is going to be 3x in row, plus again the other column, the same row plus the other column, which is going to give you 0. When you multiply 2 times 0 is 0, plus 3 times 2, this is going to be 6. And you head on here the other row plus both columns. So this is 1 times -1, which is going to be -1, plus this, anything multiplied by 0 is just 0. Then this will be 0 again, plus another 0 again. So you will find that we're being told that it's equals to C. And what's C? C is 7, 6, -1, and 0. So what you'll find is that in the first row, we do not know, we have this thing here. And this is like C. This is C. Again, what we're supposed to find here is C. So find in our first row having this. And in the second row, when you add up 0 plus 6 is obviously 6 here. Then here you're obviously going to have 0. Then here, of course, you're going to have -1. You find that everything adds up here except for this part. And once we know that, what we'll actually do is this: -2 plus 3x is equals to 7. So you say 3x is equals to 7. This is negative. When it crosses and goes to the other sign, plus 2. So 3x will be equals to 9 over 3 over 3. You cancel. X will be equals to what? X will be equals to, that's going to be 3. And you get your answer like that. And then we head on to question 8, which is GP. Question 8 reads, given that the 11th term of the arithmetic progression is 48 and the first term is 3, find the common difference. So we've got the 11th term and we've got the first term. So 11th term, which is 43, and we've got our first term, it's 3. So how this is going to actually work, for me to find the common difference, I'm going to say I'm going to say T11 is going to be equals to A plus N minus 1 common difference. So we're going to say T11 is equals to 3 plus 11 minus 1 common difference. I know I've already been given what the 11th term is in my equation, which is what? 43 here. So I'm going to say 3. This is going to be 10. And common difference 43, 3, and this is going to be plus 10g. And from there, what I'm going to say is 10g is going to be equals to 43 minus 3. 10d is going to be equals to, this is going to be 40 over 10 over 10. Then you have your common difference being 4. And that's how it's actually done. Then they also want the fourth term. The fourth term, you're going to say A plus N minus 1 common difference. So fourth term will be what was my first term, which is 3. 4 minus 1. And common difference of 1 to be 4. So this is going to be 4, it's going to be 3, open brackets. This is going to be 3, 4. And T4 is going to be equals to, you multiply this, so that's going to be 12, 3, there's a plus here, sorry. 3 plus 12. The fourth term is going to be 15. Thank you very much for watching, guys.